Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing super good today. What's up, Misadventures, PC Tech, and Warlock coming in with that Twitch Prime subscription, starting us off on a very good note. And even Remington putting in the meme tax. Gotta pay your taxes, chat. Alrighty then, so we are gonna kick things off where we left off, what was it, last Wednesday, with some more KSP career mode, hardcore career mode as we call it, because we play by a very particular set of rules, chat, trying to make the game more interesting. So that's what we got in store for us. Let me actually see if I can't find, there it is, our mission log. Our mission log is should be set and ready to go. We have more missions to do, of course, because we're trying to make that money. All right. Hey, what's up, Remington? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Rocket fuel is go. Alrighty then. What's this out here? Oh, that's right, the DCX vehicle that turned into a missile. Yep. Yeah, don't pay no attention to the little person behind the curtain, chat. We don't, that didn't happen. So yeah, let's actually see what contracts we have. I'm pretty sure we have a mission that needs to go into a pretty high Kerbin orbit. So we definitely have that. We gotta get more comms arrays around Kerbin as well. Definitely a lot to do. So available, we don't have many available at the moment, but those should reset momentarily. Position Minerva 1 relay in an adjusted orbit of Kerbin. So that one should be pretty easy, because I think the one that we have right now, so long as it's not too different, it should have like 300 meters per second of delta V on that satellite, so that should be good. So that should be pretty easy. Position satellite in the Pacific orbit around Kerbin. That also should be pretty easy. Probably the one that we're going to do first. Science data from space around Kerbin. Transmit or recover scientific data from space around Kerbin. Okay, well that should also be pretty easy. We can probably get these two done at the same time, actually. We play by a particular set of rules that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you launch the rocket and let it go, that will be the end of you, and I won't. Ah, yes, that should be forever saved, Warlock. Save it, okay? You know what, actually? I'm gonna give, I'm gonna copy that up here, go all the way up to the top. Rules. And then we're gonna go bop, bop, bop. Warlock. You spell it with the, yeah. Warlock Kerman. There you go. Done. Punctuation. Indeed. Perfect. Save. Excellent. I'm honored. Well, there you go. I'm honored. What are you talking about? I was so excited when I saw you were live today. I had a streamer try to tell me that I had to refresh after raiding in. Needless to say, I did not feel very welcome. Ooh. Indeed. Understandable. Understandable. But we're here. I'm here. Hello. Happy Monday or Tuesday for you, wherever you are. Rescue. We're not doing rescue missions, chat. I don't even have a vehicle capable of crew yet. So that place versus where it is. Okay, so we know where it is because we know where it isn't, right? So this is the orbit currently. I also need to rename this one. This one should be Kedris 1 for our comms. That looks fine. So we can do that, and then we need to actually, oh, okay. We just need to raise its apoapsis. Well, I'm sorry, we need to lower its apoapsis. How easy is that, chat? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have a day. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and finish that contract then, because that should be pretty easy. It's Tuesday somewhere, that is. It's also 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So, haha, no, I'm just kidding. Coffee. It's 5 o'clock somewhere for coffee, right? Let's go ahead and fly this little relay sat. Hopefully we have a good connection for it. Hopefully we do, we should. Should have battery, should have all that jazz. Yeah. And so we have 350 meters per second of delta V available to us. Like I said, I don't think we're actually going to even need that much. So yeah, oh wow, we are almost in a perfectly equatorial orbit, chat. Look at that. Look at it. The ascending node freaking out because we are at like 0 degrees. Heck yeah. All right. Oh no, that's not the equatorial. That's just, so it's basically telling me to put it in the same plane because it's doing that. All right, so at periapsis, we just need to lower apoapsis a bit to somewhere right about there. All right, so that's gonna be 2.5 by 390. Is that the target? Yeah, that should be close enough. Let's go ahead here and warp around. All looking good. Perfect. Perfect. And we'll have it slowly rotate around here. I've got your Tuesday morning right here. All right, slew around to our vector. Victor? Somewhere right about there. Perfect. And now we wait, chat. Let's go ahead and warp around a little bit farther. And so this should hopefully get us a nice, easy, like, I think it's 100 grand, which is pretty solid. So happy about that. 29 seconds, it's gonna be a 12-second burn. I can't handle it, yes. It's too perfect. No more rocket fuel. 14 seconds until burn start. And burn. There we go. Easy peasy. And shut down. Is that going to get us close enough? Oh, yep, that's going to get us close enough is what that's going to do. Come on, maintain stability for 10 seconds. Hooray, we did it. Awesome. Delete all. Delete all. Good. Perfect. Easy peasy, chat. Another contract bites the dust. Now we can point Nadir or Nader and continue our comms tracking. Perfect. Wunderbar. All right, so let's go ahead back to, also, what's our period here? 1 day, 1 hour. Cool. If I wanted to, we are pretty close in terms of our periapsis to getting us into almost a day-long period. You know what? Let's do that. Right? Let's do that, chat. Working maneuver nodes, what a concept, indeed. Hashtag KSP2. All right, so I'm just gonna bring us down here until we have approximately exactly 1 day for our period, so we can basically get it into a pseudo geostationary. It's actually just a geosynchronous, because it'll actually kind of go back and forth a little bit. Hey, all right. So that should stay there, chat. That should stay there. And there we go. Cool. Stay just like that. All right, so let's go back to our space center here because we got more missions to do, more contracts to complete. All right, so let's see. I need to bring up our flight software. There we go. We don't need the DCX at this time. What we need is our Minerva 1. That seems solid. Leave it up there. And let's see. So we need just to, looking at that contract that we have active, Position a satellite, another satellite in an equatorial orbit of Kerbin. Well, what? Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Nice. Okay, so that looks fine. So the one I was thinking about, now that we have two of them. So this is 1.7 degree inclination. The other one, I guess, is 0. Yep. Do we have another one? No, not yet. Position a satellite around the moon. Possesses a satellite in specific orbit around the moon. So we also have 2 lunar missions, which is pretty hype. With massive contract payouts. Very good. So let's see what we got to do. If I can kill these 2 birds with 1 stone and these 2 birds with 1 stone, that would be pretty solid. So I need build a new unmanned probe that has an antenna, can generate power. The probe must be fully assembled when launched, reach the designated equatorial orbits, antenna, and generate power. Okay, so yeah, we could pretty much just launch 2 more communication sats if we really want to. Although I think I'll do 1 comm sat like we just launched previously, and then 1 science experiment sat that we have not yet gotten available to us, or we haven't actually flown it yet. So let's actually go to the space plane hangar and load those in, because we'll actually borrow those. We'll pay for them according to our rule set. We will pay for them and use them on our next flight. That should be pretty easy. So I don't have them here. Nope. So what I do want to do is to go to, actually I think it was an I2 orbital, our previous save. So part of our rules, right, is that we can actually use assets from a previous save, but we have to pay I think it's triple their monetary value to the nearest 100,000. And so these satellites are pretty small, so I bet you we'll just be paying for them at 100,000. So I think I want to do 1 Keydris and 1 Navsat. Yeah. 1 Keydris and 1 Navsat. Should probably be pretty good. So let's first load in our Navsat. We could also use the MPU, but it contains a locked parts, which is interesting. But anyways, let's look at the Navsat bus first. Yes, so this is what I wanted, because we can actually get science from it and complete that other contract. So we can actually maybe do 3 contracts with this, which is not too bad. I do need to change this flag to whatever the contract is. I wish they would tell you the contract giver here. That'd be really solid. What's the rule on launches? 3 days in between? So for the same launches, it has to be 16 days in between. Yeah, and we only have 1 launch vehicle at this point, so it'll be 16 days ahead, or 16 days forward. Starting with our last one. Oh no. Actually starting back since ASM 5, right? No, not even ASM 5, ASM 4, MI4. That was the last one for the certification flight. Ah, that's right, we completed our certification flight last time. So that was on day 108. So I'm pretty sure we're already solid. So go ahead and launch. Because this one was off of the test pad, so that doesn't count. I believe the outcome here was complete success. And if I recall correctly, I actually have to go back and look in the VOD, but I think we landed within like 227 meters or something like that. I think so. I'm pretty sure that was a complete success. But I'll have to check on that after stream, unless somebody in here can go and look at that last one from last Wednesday. Alrighty then. So we need MI4. Yep. Oh, that's right. The fairing deployment was still iffy. So that'll be fine. It'll be on day probably 166, maybe 167. Minerva, Launchpad 1. Payload is going to be Keydris 2. plus nav sat 1. Okay. So first payload mass here is going to be 2. Yep, 1.99, solid. And so we can pretty much just take it as is and stick it onto the other vehicle. But you know what we gotta do, chat, if we want to do 2 of these, is come up with a launcher, a launch structure, which we could probably just use like an Esper ring. Yeah, let's use an let's develop an Esper ring style of system here, chat. So let me go ahead and save this, and let me actually load in from the VAB the other vehicle, our launch vehicle, that is, because I'm pretty sure this should be the most recent version. Load that in. All right, there is our launch vehicle. And there's definitely a couple things that we got to do here, chat. First and foremost, unfortunately, as much as I would really just love for it to work, we might have to increase that ejection all the way up. That might be the worst thing in the world for it, but we'll figure that out, I guess. And then, oh, you know, you might not actually be able to easily do that, huh? It might actually be fine. It'll be a little weird though. How to do this, chat, because that is actually a pretty beefy satellite in terms of its width for the size of the fairing that we have. Like, how far over can this actually go before it starts poking through? Okay, so we can achieve that, I guess, which actually might be just fine. Hold up. Okay. Stand by, chat. That might be just fine. I got to orbit using KRPC and not using the tutorial. Sorry, it was very rewarding. That is amazing, SeaKraken. Heck yeah, no need to apologize. That's awesome. So we're gonna be launching another one of these, of course. That is super rewarding, isn't it? So what do I want here? We could use something like this, maybe. I want to develop an Esper ring, chat, for this vehicle, but it won't actually be like a nice Esper ring. If you guys don't know what an Esper ring is, it's the structures that you see for like hosted payload opportunities. Basically the big ring structure in the middle of the rocket that allows you to hang off the side of it a whole bunch of different payloads. This is what like SpaceX and basically every launch vehicle has standardized in order to be able to fly smaller payloads. So like the transporter missions, right, for SpaceX, they look like this, just stack ring on top of ring on top of ring, because each one can have, you know, between 4 to I think 6 of these rings of these ports that allow you to hang off the side different vehicles, that of course can also be used for rideshare missions where you might have a pretty large sat as the primary mission, but then have these other smaller sats off the side. So yeah, or you know, you can launch OneWeb satellites off the side of them as well. Yeah, the Esper ring is kind of what I want to try and implement to some degree here. But it's of course not going to actually go like sideways, because unfortunately the scale in KSP doesn't really allow that. But like what could we do? Ooh, that's actually not bad. I wish these were bigger, but you know, sacrifice the part count, chat. Sacrifice the part count, right? Because see, we could do something like that, and then like every stack of that could be a standardized port. That's too big, actually. That one is definitely way too big. What about the hard points? Ah, the hard points aren't radially attachable. What a shame. What do we want? What do we want? Oh, that actually wouldn't have been bad if it wasn't the large one, and we could actually use the smaller one. I guess we could just go with these. They're so large though. Maybe just these? Man, even these are kind of large. But this actually at least might be decent here. And they're gonna have to be out like that though. So I do need them to be longer. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Oh, I wonder if I can actually just do... they're not big enough though. Although that would actually be pretty nice. I need something like this size. I think the Octag struts are... they actually might be fine. Yeah, let's try that, chat. Because then we could actually do something like this maybe. I just need something to give us a little bit of spacing. Ooh, that actually might be fine. That actually might be a-okay. And then take you and move you in one, maybe something like that, perhaps, perchance. Not against it. The two things that I need to optimize are getting a better gravity turn that doesn't overshoot the apoapsis by 20 kilometers and have a PID control for the second stage, so I don't burn at a massive degree to correct minute. Yep, indeed. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, now that you have something just working, it should be much easier to just iterate on, right? Oh, son of a gun. Do I need to rotate them? I think I do, right? There we go. Oh, it's not quite... Oh, wait, I can actually rotate them, right? It's actually... Wow, that satellite is really tall, isn't it? Let's put one here. Yeah, I wonder if I can actually rotate it and have it work. No, not you. This one. Almost. There we go. Look at that, chat. Heck yeah. Nice. Exactly. Software development 101. All right, we're gonna launch two, because why not? And then it looks like I'm gonna need a couple more of these up here. Maybe just something like that. Go ahead and save it, and now let's load in the navsat. Just need to spare the time, understandable. And merge. Not bad. Ooh, I like it. That is how it is to be done. Heck yeah. So let's actually back out real quick now that we save it. And this is gonna be Minerva 1 rideshare flight ready. Perfect. Alrighty then. Nothing should change on the staging really, except for the separators. Because I believe, yeah, we're gonna need that. That's fine. Second stage. Okay, so yeah. So yes, this, that, and that can go up here along with you, and then same with you. Oh wait, no, and then this one goes this one. There we go. Now I think we're fine. Okay. Not too shabby. Yeah. I like that. That works. That works for sure. Let's just make sure that we do have auto strut on. Probably be useful. Just saying. Okay. That was using MQTT for remote control, and someone found my MQ port and started sending commands. Remember, Chad, if something can get to the internet can get to that something. That's scary. Awesome. Scary awesome, I mean. Got a red light on the engineer's report. Yeah, it's just because we are way over our part count, but that's because we're in the SPH, which isn't what is it? It hasn't been upgraded, but we're gonna be launching from the VAP anyways, and the VAP's been upgraded, so we should be okay. We should be okay. We'll see. Okay, that looks fine. Check our staging one last time. Staging is nominal. Okay. I was curious on your documentation for the gravity turn. You use arctan to get the angle of the rocket based on the velocity, but the problem I face with copying that is that velocity seems to be in 3 axis. If so, how did you get to be in a summed vector? Let's see. Telim.velocity. So I set up the telemetry, right? Which is here under mission parameters. So when I call mission.mission parameters, yeah. So when I call mission parameters here, I should be getting, if I can find it, what did I call it? Mission, there we go. See this telemetry? And so telemetry.velocity is velocity, orbit frame speed. So I'm actually getting the magnitude of my velocity from KRPC. So it's this one right here. Yep. So that's why. So I am getting it into a magnitude. You can just take the norm with NumPy if you already have it like set up like that. Right, the NumPy package. All right, so we have a couple of missions to get through with this setup. So let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and not launch it. I need to switch editor. Get adder is get attribute. It's a KRPC. It's in the KRPC documentation, if I recall correctly. It's just how KRPC calls a callback function. At least I think it's KRPC. Well, regardless, KRPC uses that attribute, that get attribute capability function. Callback. All right. There we go. Looking good. Go ahead and save it. Not that. Let's go ahead and update our flight log here. Oh, that's right. I forgot to, let's go ahead and save it, back out. I want to see who gave us that contract. Yeah, all good, Sea Kraken. But yeah, you should just be able to take the vector, find the magnitude, whether you use KRPC or you just do it manually. Right, to find the norm of vector, you should just be able to, well, if you're using NumPy, the NumPy package, right, you can just use the norm function of that vector. Otherwise, you can square the sum, right? Or I should say sum the squares and square root. Mission control, that's what I want. All right, so we're gonna be doing this one. So this is from Stedler. Let's see, equatorial So yeah, Stedler is going to be for the navsat. Yeah, Stedler is going to be for the navsat. And integral. So we need Stedler and integral for the navsat. Let's do that. So I need two flags here to implement. All right. So we already have this one. Let's go ahead and set flag. So we need Stedler and integral. So we'll call Stedler the primary here, accept. And then we'll take another one and put it here. But for this one, we're gonna make it smaller, move it down and over, and maybe we'll put it up over here in the top corner. And this one will be integral. There we go. Cool. So that should work. That should work, chat. And on this side, we'll just have the one, which will be Stedler. Yeah, okay, that works. All right, go ahead and save it. And I think we're ready to roll, chat. Alrighty then. So, with that then, let us update our mission log here. So this is going to be MI5. MI5. And MI6 is next. Oh, Bond. Okay, so let's do, this is going to be RS1 for Rideshare Mission 1. Kedris 2. Kedris 3. Navsat 1 being the primary. All right, so it's going to be 1.99 plus 2 times 1.25, which is going to equal cool. Confirmed. Nothing there. Launch costs are going to be 81. Wow, 81,000. That's it for such a capable rocket. Awesome. That's actually really good. Successfully achieved desired parking orbit for contract Kedris 2, which is going to be declared. Does it tell me here? It doesn't. Son of a gun, man. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. There we go. So 12,000. Wow, that's really... No, that's for the navsat. I'm sorry. So it's going to be this one. It's still really, really high. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, for this one, our first stage might be trying to get to, or our second stage might want to try and get as high as possible. With like a periapsis, like put it on a transfer orbit. Either that or go like minimum altitude circular as a parking orbit. That actually might be the way. Did I just exit out of the wrong one? There we go. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I wanted to update our mission log. A little scatterbrain today, chat, my goodness. So that one is going to be 11,286 kilometers by 9,971 kilometers, 0 degrees, argument of periapsis of 348.2 degrees. So that's going to be in 2. Now do the same thing. Okay. There we go. Successfully achieve and deploy in desired orbit for contract Hedris 2. Successfully achieve successfully deploy Hedris 3 in 180-degree phase from Hedris 2. And then finally successfully achieve and deploy NavSat 1. Okay, and this one, of course, is going to be up here, which is going to be 12,000. 12,086 kilometers. And then 11,856 kilometers. Cool. With an inclination of 1.7 degrees and an argument of periapsis of 31.7. Very nice. Deorbit second stage, or deorbit, or move to graveyard orbit, the second stage. Okay. Well, that's our goal, chat. We will see what we can do. And this is Minerva 5, right? Yep, Minerva 5. Right after. This is our first operational mission, chat. Heck yes. Actually, yeah, for all the previous ones, I actually need to... Because this was our certification flight, so this is going to be a flight test. This one's also going to be flight test. This one's also going to be flight test. And then this one's going to be a flight test. There we go. I think we're ready, chat. Let's launch it. Let's put it out on the pad. We should be ready to roll as is. Save it. And check our staging one last time. Make sure we are fully fueled and everything. Looking like it. Good. That looks fine. Yep, that looks all fine. Okay. So we actually need to... I don't know how much... Do we have any? Yeah, we do. I was gonna say, I don't know how much Delta V we actually have in the upper stage here. But let's plan out where we're going, chat. So we needed 11 by 9 and 12 by 11. So I guess we're gonna try and go to like a 11,000 kilometer altitude. Deploy and then use the individual... Oh yeah, and also we need maybe to go to like a 1 degree inclination. Yeah. Actually, even like a 1 degree inclination, I mean, we might as well go to 1.7. But we have to launch, that means we have to launch at the right target time. So that could be good. What is V stage? That is the, technically it is your desired your staging velocity. But realistically, it is the velocity that you want to be pitched over to 45 degrees. So I called it V stage because that's like my desired staging velocity in like a perfect world. So at that altitude, I hope to stage. If I don't, it's fine. It just will continue to arc even past that. But that's essentially the velocity where the ATAN2 function equals 45 degrees. The output of the V stage, of your current velocity over V stage is 45 degrees. All right, let's keep it going, chat. I think we're good to go. Save it, put it out on the pad, and let's start planning out where we're gonna launch this from. Because what I definitely probably am going to want to do is actually go to a target inclination of 1.7 degrees thereabout. So that could be good. And then also for my desired orbital altitude, we're gonna call that probably 70, even though it's gonna go way, way over, right? Maybe we'll call it like 90. Because the first stage is gonna do a brunt of the work for us, so that should be fine. Let's call it 90 here. I'm still getting used to this vehicle, so I don't know if that's gonna be too much or too little, but yeah, we'll call it 90 kilometers altitude. Okay, now that we have that set, max G's, that can be fine. B staging is set to 800. Could even lower it if I really want to. Let's just keep it. Don't want to change too much, right, chat? Don't want to change too much if we can help it. So, on that note, where are we going? It's only 1 degree inclination change, but it'd be useful to... let's see, where is equatorial? Equatorial should be around the moon, right? So there's that. So if we make that perfectly align, and then wait for the crossover. That's our ascending node. So we want to launch on the ascending node, which is going to be, oh, we just passed it. So we can launch on the descending node, which is here. So yeah, we want to launch when we're somewhere right over here. So let's go ahead and time warp. For V staging, 800. I mean, that kind of depends on your TWR of your launch vehicle, right? But I usually go with 800 or 900. Like, whether you hit your staging velocity or not, it shouldn't change like anything, right? It shouldn't mess anything up. It just controls your pitch. If you need a more aggressive pitch over maneuver to keep yourself from going too high, then you need to lower your V staging, right? Your V stage, rather. If you're pitching over too aggressively and you want less pitch, then you need to increase it. All right, chat, are we ready? Are we go for launch? I think we should be good here. I think we're mostly aligned with our descending node. Could even wait just a little bit longer. Maybe to do something right about there. All right. I think we're good to go, chat. So we're going to start our music sequence. And we are go for music sequence start. And vehicle now has control, auto sequence start. Vehicle's in startup. And we are go for launch, chat. Range is green. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, main engine start. And we have liftoff. And go for roll program. Standby. What? What are you doing here? Did the game just break? What was that? Are we still at the launch site? What just happened? I am so very, very confused, chat. What? What just happened? Oh, nope, that's debris. All right, I'm chalking that up to the Kraken. I'm chalking that up to the Kraken. I meant to do this earlier. Let's go ahead and rename these things. Oh my goodness gracious, chat. What was that? All right, let's definitely, I meant to do this earlier. So yeah, this is going to be a relay sat. This is going to be Keyedris 1. Accept. There we go. Let's go to tracking station and do it to the other one. I have no idea what that was, chat. Zero clue. All right, and let's try it now with this one. This should be suborbital technically as well. So if we wanted to, we could write it in to atmospheric interface, but it's probably going to take multiple orbits because it's like at like 70 something kilometers or whatever by like 69 giga. Oh no, I'm sorry, 99 by 68 and a half. So yeah, it's going to take quite some time to actually re-enter in full. Let's hope that is not happening with IFT4. Yeah, truly. Truly. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, man. Anywho, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen and try and find our control point. There it is. All right. So this is also going to now be, oh, I can't actually have it be debris. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. So Minerva upper stage debris. There we go. Alrighty then. If they screw up and end up in orbit, yeah, truly. All right, cool. Yeah, so we have some debris. Awesome. There we go. Beautiful. Let's roll it back, chat, and see if we can't just do a quick turnaround, since I think we're still within our launch window. So maybe. Yeah, let's just go ahead and launch that. Yeah, let's try that again, shall we? And obviously we need to recycle the recycle the launch music. Okay, should be fine. What are we doing? What do we do? What are you doing here? Who invited you? All right, so that seems fine. Let's just roll it back, chat. Yeah, everything is grand. Oh, upper stage payload fuel. Stand by. I know, I forgot. I am skipping steps. It's not good. Bring it back. Bring it back. I need to find the amount of liquid fuel that's in those satellites, because we use the liquid fuel to time our separation event, so it's kind of important. Kind of important, I guess. All right, so let's go here. I'm hoping that we're going to still be within our flight window. We might be a little bit past it, but maybe that is a-okay. All right, so let's come up to the top here, zoom in. All right, so that's going to be 2 times 9.9. 2 times 9.9 plus, and that should be all. Looks like it. And then we have 2 times 24.3. And there we go. Now the upper stage should not be any different, ideally. 720 plus 360, 720, 360, and then we have the 2 baguettes at the bottom here. Yes, and I think that's it. That should be it there. So okay, let's try that now again. We're gonna back out, go to the one on the pad. Yo, what's up, Mark Rio? How are you? Python, but why? More complex scripts than KOS. Because I like Python. Because I'm a masochist, true. Yeah, I'm not worried about the complexity or whatever. I just wanted to be able to use Python, which I use every day, you know? Fly it. But am I a masochist? I guess so. Fair enough, indeed. Yeah, it's because I use it for work quite often. I like using a real world programming language for that. Because technically speaking, because it's in Python, you can put it on a rocket that actually has a computer that runs Python and do something similar. Anyways. Let's see here. That should all be good to go here. Let me actually check our flight window. Are we good to go? Ooh, we are like on it. We are, might be just past it, but that should be a-okay. Alrighty then. Here we go, chat, and we are go for music sequence start. And we are go for vehicle startup. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, standby. Hold the phone, chat. We got one very critical, important element. 1.7 degrees inclination. That is correct. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were supposed to be going 1.7 degrees north, like incline, versus negative, right? So yes, that is correct. Okay, recycle. All right, here we go, chat. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, engine start, outboard engine start, and separate. Vehicles away. Does anybody else hear KSP audio only on one channel? Is it just me? Why is that happening? Drink! We have to move on to water. Yes, it's in the right ear. I don't know why. How did KSP get messed up for the audio? I guess we'll mute that for now, which is really unfortunate. And let me actually check my audio output, because nothing should be different on any of that. I might just have to play through system. Here, let's see. Sound settings. What are you doing, KSP? All right, vehicle is now throttled down and entering the throttle bucket. So if I set it to system, that's KSP doing that. That's weird. I couldn't tell you, chat. I guess it needs a restart. All right, vehicle is out of the throttle bucket and max Q is passed. All systems looking normal. Yeah, on the right ear. That's so strange. Except Python isn't certifiable for flight. Well, says you. All you have to do is start your own company and then just do... No, I'm just kidding. You would never be able to do that. Yeah, because when it comes to those sorts of critical systems, you have to pass so many regulations. Not another valve, indeed, Joe. All right, should be coming up on separation here soon. We're launching such a light payload that, yeah, this thing is going to be screaming, chat. And max Q, we're throttling down to maintain our max G load, and we should have separation. Clean sep. Second stage ignition. Very nice. Fairing deploy. Solid. Vehicle is now getting to the appropriate attitude and should start pitching down. Oh yeah, should start pitching down massively. Because I had my target apoapsis set to 90. That's not gonna happen. But anyways, that ascent was beautiful, and now I have 150 meters per second that I originally had. Awesome, there you go. There you go, Sea Kraken, nice. Seems like the whole system needs a whole restart, yeah. You're crossing the line, I'm crossing the line, the whole damn system's crossing the line, Warlock, okay? Just let it be. Wow, yeah, we just killed so much of our Delta V trying to do that. But it's a good thing, this should be fairly efficient. and we have a pretty high separation staging velocity, so we should be okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Once it passes the once it starts going down, our vertical velocity passes 0, we'll kick over into the next control loop. So right now we're here in the first control loop, which is trying to maintain our apoapsis, our target apoapsis with respect to our actual apoapsis. But then once our vertical velocity passes 0, it'll kick into stage 2. There it goes, which is now set to go prograde and try to achieve our periapsis desired. Now that it's going to go there, we should go prograde and shut down. Awesome. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. We have 1300 meters per second of delta V. Wow. We burned so much energy trying to do that, chat. Yikes. All right. We're 1 degree off in that, and we are 0 degrees off in our... Oh, nice. Well, we made the perfect orbit there. That's great. Oh, you mean like go into circular, or basically hit apoapsis, coast up to apo, and then circularize, that sort of thing? Yep. Certainly is doable. All right, so what do I want to do here, chat? We need to plan out our next maneuver. So what I think I want to do, that's our apoapsis, huh? And then that's that apoapsis, which is actually pretty close to our periapsis. So what we actually might end up doing is just burn until we get to the apoapsis here at 11,286. See how much delta V our upper stage has at that point, because we should maybe have enough delta V in our satellites to be able to hit the target orbits, but we'll have to see. So if that is our apoapsis there, we need it to be somewhere right about there. And of course, we're going to get an intercept with the moon, because why not? That's actually not necessarily a bad thing. We can actually use that, save a little bit of delta V as we try to but that's going to mess up our... okay. So maybe strike that, chat. The pesky moon is getting in the way. What do I need to not have it get in the way? Oh, I don't have any control. I don't have any control right now. Yeah, follow 50 seconds to app all the way until I'm at my lowest throttle, and then circularize the littlest bit remaining. Nice. Yeah, there you go. That'll certainly do it. Don't know why we are dropping frames at the moment. Hopefully that'll clear up. Do we have control yet? Nope, no control. I have comsats literally as a payload, and we don't have control for the comsats. We should be able to get it here. I think the comms array is somewhere over here, so shouldn't have to go too far. And then we'll be back. Let's just go ahead and time warp a little bit here. There we go. So what do I have to do here to make the moon not an issue? Okay. So if that's not going to be doable, then what about if I go to our periapsis here? Really? No way. Stop it. Oh, it's on the return. I gotcha. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, we could at least go to the periapsis there, which is 834. But we're gonna be 1 degree off, of course, that's fine, because we're aiming for this one. Okay. Ideally, that's fine. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, these are part of a contract, but we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. because we have this relay sat that's already in orbit, and oh, is that going to actually ever? No, we're fine. We have it in a geosynchronous orbit, so it has the period set to 1 day, right? But it actually is in an elliptical orbit, so that means it'll kind of do this, but it should stay roughly in the same area. Let's see, how do I want to play this, chat? Because there is the ascending node as well, so we can actually maybe hit the ascending node part. Maybe that would actually be better. So we're already aligned in order to change our inclination to match everything. Or maybe, yeah, something like that, because then that can actually, yeah, okay. Because I need to deploy the navsat first, that's the only thing, chat, so we might as well just go ahead and do that. Yep. Because the navsat's actually sitting on top of the other two, so we have to deploy the navsat first. Okay. Close enough. At least it should be close enough. I have 2 pole orbiting comsats, 180 degrees separated, and 4 equatorial comsats 90 degrees apart. Yep, that'll do it. That will give you the full coverage for sure. All right, I like that, chat. So it's gonna be a 42-second burn here. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled music. All right. And rotate. Get ourselves aligned here. So essentially what we made here was kind of like an Esper Ring rideshare mission, like we were talking about earlier. So we have our primary payload, which is kind of like the mission driver, the primary customer, if you will, from Stedler to fix one contract requirement. And then we have basically our Esper Rings, which are our modular, well, in real life, our modular structural ports to allow for multiple satellites to connect into the primary structure of the rocket. So we kind of made that. Of course, our scale in KSP isn't very conducive to something that would be typically the size of an Esper Ring and a CubeSat, but we're doing good. Yo, what's up, RJ? How are you doing? All right, sounds good. Put it right about there. Alrighty. So we have 30 seconds coming up on this burn. That was actually really great timing on setting up that maneuver. And so let's go ahead and settle the tank, shall we? And let's also make sure we're not using this, right? No, we're not. Okay. And we'll go ahead and settle the tanks. That seems good. I need your help with the build. Oh, well, bring it. Happy to help. And we have engine ignition. How many U's are those secondary sats? They're more like microsats, which is not a U standard, right? Because these are like 1 metric ton. So they're actually pretty large. No, they're not quite a metric ton, but yeah, they're pretty large. Yeah, definitely not following anywhere near the CubeSat requirements. I don't think we have anything in the game that would technically be a CubeSat requirement, right? Because a CubeSat is like usually less than like half a meter, and I think our smallest part, right, is 0.625 meters. So yeah, we have nothing I tell you that is small enough to make an actual CubeSat. How do you build the RCS? What, these RCS? It's just the monoprop, the stock monoprop in the oh, you're talking about these? Well, okay, so the monoprop balls, or the monoprop thruster blocks are attached to the structure, and then gizmo down here, and then we use the antennas to make them look like they're actually connected to the structure. It's just fashion. It's not functional in terms of the struts here. All right, so that should be pretty darn close. We actually might need to go a little bit more here. So we'll clean it up with a little RCS. Thanks, man. Glad you like it. Oh God, not the moon. Leave me alone. And we'll go ahead and shut down right there. Yeah, that should be pretty much where I need to be. Right where I need to be. So we have 500 meters per second remaining. How much delta V is it going to take to actually circularize this? Ooh. More than I was hoping. But fair enough. You know what, we actually might do this 355, because that'll be most of what we use, right? But then we should be in a higher orbit, which means that doing any sort of inclination change and doing our maneuvers to get into the lower orbit should be a lot easier, because most of the energy has already been used to get into orbit in the first place. So we'll probably stick with this. I build every rocket out of fairings, so I understand looks over function. That's right. Me too. Fairings. Yes. Fashion. Ah. But yeah, if you have something to go off of for what you're looking for in your build, let me know. Happy to help. All right, so that should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and kind of get aligned here with our next maneuver. Wait, where's that maneuver node? Actually, why is it drifting? Stop it. Yeah, they do, but these only have 350 meters per second of delta V. So I'd rather use the second stage as much as possible. I have no idea how much this has. This probably has a good amount, probably a couple hundred, but we're already here, so. Yeah, it was an Atlas with larger tanks. You're not talking about the one that has the side pods, right? The sustainer engines? The wide body Atlas? Are you talking about Delta 3 with a wide body upper stage? That was a Delta, not Atlas. Which Atlas are you talking about? Not Delta 3, okay. Are you talking about the Atlas with the sustainer engine pods? Or the Atlas Agena that has the skinny upper stage? Like the wide first stage, that sort of thing? Wide body Atlas. Not sure exactly what that is. Could be a number of things, is what I'm getting at. Alrighty then. So now we can cruise out. Hopefully we won't lose comms here. Let me actually go ahead and time warp. We should have this Kydris 1 hopefully doing a relay, which would be really solid. But not sure yet. Oh, we don't even have to use Kydris. Okay, fair enough. All right, and it looks like we're far enough away from Kerbin now that we should have continuous coverage just about, which I'm happy about. All right. 1 hour and 12 minutes to go. It's gonna be a 14-second burn, not bad. Watch us lose comms here for a second. I was about to say. At least Kegis is right here, so hopefully if we have to, we can relay. Yeah, we could relay. It is connected, so that's good. Cool. All right, we got 20 minutes. Let's keep time warping here. Okay, 4 minutes. Get a little bit closer. Yep, we should have comms through this, which is nice. All right, and we're pretty much aligned with where we need to be, so that's good. All right, looking solid. What can we see? Anything? Where's Minmus? We should be able to see it. There's Jewel. Eve. Where's the little speck? Oh, no, that's Eve. Where's the little speck? That should be Minmus. That's Moho. Drez. Yeah, no worries, RJ. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm sure. Sounds like solid resources. And we'll go ahead and warp until we're within a few seconds. There we go. Make sure we're good on the comms part. To start this burn, we most certainly are. Okay, looking good. Coming up on the burn in 20 seconds. There we go. Let's go ahead and settle the tanks. There we go. How much monoprop do we have? We have plenty of monoprop to be able to finish this out, though. Or we're just going to complete the contract right here, maybe? No, not yet. Okay. For a second, I was like, oh, or we just complete the contract. But I don't think our periapsis is close enough. All right, let's go ahead and bring it out. With a little RCS control. Oh, there we go. That switched it over right there. I have a feeling we're going to lose this satellite because we're going to intercept the moon, right? Like we're definitely going to do that, right? I have a strong feeling that we're going to be intercepting the moon at some point in the future. All right, position satellite in a specific orbit around Kerbin. So we did it, chat. Let's see how much monoprop we have. We have a lot. Let's see if we can't bring up the periapsis significantly more before we just go ahead and deploy. Because I would rather not lose. I would very much rather not lose this satellite if we can help it, because it can be a pretty good comm system. So yeah, let's just try and avoid that from now on if we can. I'm gonna keep going until that stops flashing, if it ever does. Oh, we're at our periapsis now. Okay, brilliant. Okay, that should be fine, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and separate. And let's go ahead and decouple. Seems good. I like it. Oh, that was a little bit fast, but oh well. Yeah, so how much Delta V did this one even have? I'm not sure. Oh, it had 900. Okay, well, I guess I swapped what I should have been using, but all fine, all fine. Observe. And transfer. There we go. Contract number 2 complete. So what I actually want to make sure I do here is add a alarm clock at Apoapsis for this guy, so we can actually ideally what we should be able to do is have ourselves go ahead and rotate so we're pointing nadir. There we go. So that way ideally we can have ourselves not run into the moon at any point. That'd be really solid. Yeah, let's actually point this way so we can point towards the sun to some degree. Looks good. Nice. All right. Let's now go back to here, and we're gonna go to another orbit, chat. So we need to do an inclination change, which is coming up here soon-ish, because we are 2 degrees off. Actually, you know what? We just need to get onto an intercept here, and probably do it until we get near the Apoapsis. Oh, great! And we're gonna actually be in the lunar orbit. So that's not what I want either. So we're gonna have to definitely maneuver some of these satellites around. But anywho, go ahead and add a maneuver, bring it down to the Apoapsis altitude here. Could be something somewhere right about there, I think. Maybe not quite that much. Right about there. Okay. Seems good. So that'll be 13 meters per second of delta V for this maneuver. And then ideally, once we're on that transfer, we should be able to get our inclination changed pretty easily. And yeah, finish up this next contract, and then ideally put him away. All right, let's see what we got. So we'll go ahead and warp. Got this coming up in about 17 minutes. We should not lose comms here, which is good as well. Go ahead and warp again. We should be fine. When you have a second, can you look at my code? For some reason, this while loop isn't doing anything. Yeah, I'll check. Honestly, I think your Discord needs a rework. Yeah, me too. If you have suggestions, DM me, because I definitely want to do that for sure. 1 minute. Go ahead and move forward. It's going to be such a quick burn. We're probably just going to use a little RCS control for it. Let's actually, before we even get there, go ahead and rotate around to it. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, we should be fine. I'll just do a little quick blip. And boop. There we go. That should get us pretty darn close, I think, for the periapsis requirement, or for the apoapsis requirement, I should say. Yeah, that should be pretty good. All right, so we are on our direction, on our transfer orbit. That seems fine. Can I actually get this stuff figured out? I don't know why I'm not seeing a periapsis or a ascending descending node. Is it just because we don't have an intercept point yet? That might be it. We're not close enough. I mean, we could just do it right here, but yeah, I'm not sure why we don't have... Oh, probably because it's not necessarily a target. It's just a desired orbit, so that's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why. So we'll have to do it down here once I get my periapsis finished. Because I need to bring... Because this will end up being my apoapsis, essentially. So once I get over to my apoapsis, which is 11... Used to be 11,286 kilometers. We'll actually just do a burn here to bring us in. Like, actually pretty darn close there. Something like that. And we can bring it in just a little bit more. Yep, and then hopefully that separation is just our inclination difference. All right, and let's maneuver. 2 days for this mission here, chat. 2 days. So we'll time warp for that. We should have plenty of battery power, all that jazz, so I'm not worried. I think we even have the solar arrays on the satellite, so that should be fine. I just don't want to come into contact with the moon, ideally. All right, 13 minutes is going to be 0.8 seconds, almost a full second here. Let's go ahead and warp. And even a little bit more. Not too shabby. Launch vehicle work in progress. Nice. Interesting. Very interesting. The tall, skinny boy. I think I'm just going to have the legs fold upwards instead. Yep, understandable. All right, so we're coming up here on the burn. Might overshoot. That's gonna be fine. We're just gonna chill. Hey, what's up, Cherokee? Yep, I haven't forgotten about your code question. Just been trying to finish out this mission. And shut down. All right. Oh, did that just complete the contract even though we were not anywhere near equatorial orbit? I suppose it did. All right. Heck yeah, chat. Easy peasy. All right, yeah, let's take a gander at the code in question. All right, so your question was, when you have a second, can you look at my code? For some reason, this while loop isn't doing anything. So first off, have you confirmed that it's actually entering the while loop, right? Like this is true and this is true, meaning that both have to be true at the same time, right? Like if you put a printout statement saying test, it actually hits the while loop and continues printing out test, right? All right, so current pitch is going to equal that. So you're saying it's not doing anything. Well, that means that somewhere something is not true. Either is it exiting? Like, is it just saying successful orbit insertion? If vessel.orbit.time to apoapsis is less than 250, okay, is less than target orbit 0. Okay. Okay. If current pitch is greater than -30 and current pitch is less than 30, so you have to be in between, pitch has to be in between plus or minus 30 degrees. That seems fine. Current pitch plus equals 2, okay. Both should be true, okay. If vessel.orbit.apoapsis altitude is greater than target orbit, so you're doing, wait. Oh, it's greater than target orbit, then -2, yeah. If vessel.orbit.time to apoapsis is greater than 250, then subtract. I mean, I don't see anything necessarily inherently wrong. Vessel up high, target pitch and heading, current pitch and 90. I would maybe go through and like put in a pitch, a print output. That's probably how I would debug this, right? So say like print 1, print 2, and maybe just start there and do a quick test run, or like print 1, print 2, print 3, print 4, right, for each one of these, and see if you're entering any of them. Because if not, then that means that a condition is never met, and that's why it would be doing nothing, right? Falcon 9 New Glenn hybrid, nice. I can dig it. Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing that just like glares at me saying like this is incorrect. But there's a lot of different like if statements. So if any one of the if statements at the parent location isn't true ever or something, then you got a problem. So yeah, I'd print it out and see what you get. Because you're not seeing successful orbit insertion, right? Because that would mean, if you're seeing that, then that would mean it just exits, right? So you're not seeing that, but it's not changing your pitch, which means pitch is never getting changed, I guess. What is target orbit? Because you have 0 and 1, right? But what is target orbit? How is that defined? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and separate the sats. We have 225 meters per second of Delta V left in this upper stage. We've completed 3 contracts on this mission, which is pretty stellar. Let's go ahead and separate this one. I would really like to phase them as well. And let's see, the periapsis is there. Let's actually rotate around to periapsis. And how far away are we from the, yeah, 2 hours. So let's go ahead and jump to ship and complete this. Debugging, that's right. It's all about the debug process. All right, because what I essentially want to do here is probably push my periapsis away from the moon as much as I can. So let's go ahead and rotate around here. And we'll use some of our fuel to do so. Wait, what? Ah, of course. My control point is backwards, I think. Aha, there we go. There we are, chat. Easy peasy. Array where 0 is the apo and 1 is the periapsis. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, what's up, Toaster? How are you? Pretty stellar, indeed. Song? Oh, you wanted to know the last song name. Was it this one? Oh, son of a gun. I am so sorry. I missed it. I missed it for you. Starshot, I'm sorry. I see history. I'm using a playlist of mine. I don't know if I can see history here. Because that isn't... No. Son of a gun. I'm sorry, man. My apologies. I didn't see your message in time. But there's only... There's not that many songs on this playlist, so it might come back around again. So target orbit is an array where 0 is the apo and 1 is the periapsis. Gotcha. Oops. Well, I just burned like a long time, didn't I? Yep, a minor long time. No biggie. We got plenty of Delta V to work with, so I'm not really worried about it. All right. Bringing this down. It looks like once we went high enough, we definitely don't have any intercepts with the moon, which is nice. Oh, never mind. Okay. So it looks like I gotta raise my periapsis a little bit. It's fair enough. Good. All right, so we're gonna keep our apoapsis there, and then we're gonna set another alarm. Actually, yeah, set an alarm for apoapsis, so that's in 4 days. Perfect. Now let's switch back to our other vehicle. Yeah, so we're gonna have to I like for these to actually be on the inside of the lunar orbit, which we already pretty much are. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that actually. Let's go ahead and get on a transfer, I think. So we're gonna go to periapsis. And this is gonna become, well actually let's first and foremost, let's actually drop our periapsis a little bit. Yeah, that seems good. So yeah, 8200 seems reasonable. So now that we have 8200, I need to get into a phasing orbit that allows us to essentially, over the course of however many orbits, pass around, and then we should just be able to deploy the second one because we have 2 sats, right? Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and add a maneuver because I'd like to just drop, because that's going to be our apoapsis, right? So if I can drop that to be circular, and then we'll deploy. Something like that. Yeah, something like that seems good. 44 meters per second. Yeah, we're going to burn this stage dry, Chad, is what we're going to do. We got very little monoprop, but that's good. You figured it out? Well, it's working. The statements seem to be the issue. Okay, so it's the if statements. Something is not working there. I can never be so content with missing my burn. Yeah, well, when you stream and play KSP at the same time and everything, and it happens often, you get used to it. You're like, it's okay. We'll figure it out. I don't know why I'm dropping frames. That is so annoying. And then it stabilizes. Weird. Now it's not stable. I have to figure out my internet issues here. So I was hoping it'd just be the one night, but of course not. Of course it's not just one night. I wonder if it's stuttering on YouTube, because I am streaming to YouTube as well. Like, is that just Twitch being twitchy? It seems stable on YouTube. Not sure. All right, looking good. So that is going to happen in just a couple of days, and that's in 4 days. So yeah, we should be fine with that. Okay, let's go ahead and warp to our maneuver node. Oh, wee. But the rocket enters the while loop outside the range, so it just skips the if statements. Ah, so yeah, okay. Outside the range? Which range? Wait, which range? The apoapsis range that you have? So you're already above your target apoapsis? Or the 250, is that what it was? Let's see. Well, periapsis altitude is less than or equal to target periapsis. Gotcha. So you're saying that that one is the incorrect one? Or that you're entering it outside of the periapsis? All right, seems good so far. Stream's pretty good. Okay, well that's good to hear, because I just see on OBS, right, that it skips and then it stabilizes, and then it's red, and then it's green, and then it's red, and it's green. It's like, why are you so bipolar tonight? And it was like this Friday as well, which I thought it was just going to be a one-time thing, but no. All right, so we have 2 minutes to go. Oh, the pitch range. So you're outside. Ah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, if you start off with a high pitch, you should set your pitch to be in between that. That should be a pretty easy way to go to the rest of them. All right, 1 second burn. Coming up in 26 seconds. Looking good here. Your brain is just too big for Twitch. Aha. 6 ads, perfect. Freaking Twitch and their ads. I swear. 3, 2, 1, boop, and shut down. And we'll clean it up with a little RCS, the little bit that we have remaining. There we go. 209 by 190. I like it. Cool. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so we're gonna rotate to point normal here. And then we're gonna separate. Ooh, we are almost out of monoprop chat. Okay, and in 3, 2, 1. Easy peasy. Easy. Do you have limited ignitions? I don't have that mod. So yes, realistically, this mission would be way too complex, but we already do Python for things and whatnot, so I haven't limited myself quite that much. How much money did we get for this? One single contract. We got 258 there. That's pretty crazy. Another 100, so that's like 350. And then 400. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we made good money, chat. We made like close to 800,000. All right, and we're just going to point right there. Radial in. Would watch again. Good. 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 Twitch in their ads, man. Okay, that seems solid there. So what I want to do now is check my period. 4 days 15 minutes. So if we drop to a period of 2 days in our transfer orbit, the next time we go around, we should be able to just deploy and be in the same orbit once we circularize and be 180 degrees offset. So with that knowledge in hand, let's use this vehicle. Probably do that for us right now. Well, hopefully we can. We'll see. We'll use whatever we can at the stage. Okay. So we need 4 days and 7:45. Or sorry, 2 days, 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Did I not have? Oh, we have a massive offset now, don't we, chat? I guess I need a little RCS control on, even though we have so little RCS control. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Also, how much control authority does this have? Maybe just increase that a little bit. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. Never mind. Okay. We'll just try to make this happen. Oh, wow. I might not be able to do it this way. I might have to use this this vehicle. That's fine. We will actually indeed go ahead and do that. And maybe we can deorbit this or put it into an orbit that should impact the moon. That'll probably be better. Oops. That's fine. That's fine. I should probably like angle those out like a tiny bit, but you know what? That's for future problems. Future missions. All right. Let's go ahead and get this guy going. Because what we need to do is now aim a retrograde. And even though we are right next to the upper stage, I don't care. So we're gonna bring this down to 2 days. 2 days. No, 2 days and 7 minutes and 45 seconds. That's what it was. 2 days, 7 minutes, and 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Just easier. Yeah, I know. But to do that, I like to play the game with like plausible realism, if you will. And so how they do it in real life is you can't just stack them on top of each other, right? Well, you can, but you need like a Silda module, which is what Arian uses, for instance, to actually allow stacking. Or you do like an Esper ring, which is what we tried to make. I'm kind of surprised with 2 days, 2 hours. Can I actually bring this in? It just seems like a lot of Delta V here. I don't have a lot more to spare here. And because of that, we're gonna stop it right there. Okay. And while we're coasting, let's actually go back to here, switch to, because I want to rename it to now be debris, and or try to deorbit it or put into a lunar impact trajectory. Let's go ahead and aim prograde here. So I think this should be the least amount of Delta V required. We have 187 meters per second Delta V. I have no idea if that's even going to be enough. It will be enough. Awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of Delta V for that maneuver that we were trying to do. Okay, and let's go ahead and burn it out. Perfect. There's an impact trajectory, chat. Beautiful. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and set this to be debris. If I can find it. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. It's just harder, true. That is true. All right. Wait, where's the other vehicles? Oh, there they are. Switch to this one. We're going to call this one Kedris. This one's Kedris 2. Delete it. Yeah, it'll impact eventually. That should self-delete, so to speak. All right, this is going to be Kedris 2. There we go. Accept. Perfect. All right, now to finish out this mission, we take you, switch to, we'll name you Kedris 3, and we have to have it go into its trajectory here for a minute, and then we got to circularize back to the original altitude once it comes back around. Art, configure vessel naming. This is going to be Kedris 3. Perfect. Easy peasy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just chuck it back to Kerbin. It's fine. All right, so we have until we get back to Apo 2 days and 2 hours, and we have 1 day and 3 hours and 49 minutes before we have to jump ship. Let's jump to ship and see what we got going on here. There we go. Yep, so at Apoapsis, we're actually going to want to burn. Okay. Rotate around. And start our burn. I'm just trying to bring our periapsis away from the moon so we don't impact it anymore. That's really all I want to do. That looks to be enough. But we'll just go ahead and bring it up to circularize since we have the Delta V. Seems good. And now last but not least, let's finish up Kydris and put this mission to bed. Exactly, Silver. It's a good little way to play, to add a little bit more complexity, a little bit more plausible realism, as I was saying. All right, and now we want to circularize, roughly speaking. Actually, maybe not quite, because we're not going to be perfectly 180 degrees off, right? I wonder if I can catch up, or like go around once more and finish that out. You know what? We'll be close. We'll be close. It's not exact. Okay. So 154, chat. That is the way. So yeah, we already took care of that one. Let's go ahead and warp around here. Should maintain communications, no problem. Have plenty of electrical charge. Solar panels are pointing to the sun. Should be fine. Oh, well, okay. I thought I put warp to that point, but anyways, we're fine. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Making custom landing leg sucks. Yep, that it does, especially with robotics. I don't know. I've never been able to get robotics to actually work. even EJ with his hybrid tech and whatnot, it always seems like just the robotics are just too, I don't know, imprecise, with like too many constraints. Like you can't deploy them if they're not in their original rest position, which is really difficult to do because you're under aerodynamic loads, and so they're flexing, and you can't deploy them because of that. You can't unlock them when they're in that state. There's just like, oh, you know. This is putting up a relay sat for us, since we keep losing comms. We're kind of killing two birds with one stone here. We're completing a contract, and we're putting up a ComSat. So that way in the future, we won't have that problem, so. Yeah, you see how we're a little bit off? Let's actually maybe cut it right about here and see if we can't time warp around once. And see if we can't get back, hopefully into the right position, roughly speaking. Like 180 degrees. Oh, that'll be actually really close. Perhaps just one more orbit once I bring up the apoapsis again, or periapsis again. Something like that. Unless time warp around again. There we go. That's pretty darn good. So I need 4 days, 7 minutes. Four days, 7 minutes, and 40, no, I'm sorry. 4 days, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds is what my target is. Ooh! There we go, chat. Not bad. We're like 170 degrees, 175 degrees separation. I like it. Eyeballing it is difficult. Yeah. But not bad. We're pretty close for government work. Completed 3 contracts and a world first. The first flyby of the moon, chat. What we just did in putting our upper stage into a impact trajectory with the moon got us another world first. Wow, what a payout. We just got almost 1 million Kerbucks with that. I think that was like 900,000 Kerbucks with that one launch. Heck yeah, chat, high five. Yeah, one launch, 3 contracts, and a world first. I certainly can dig that. Sweet. All right, so what other contracts do we have? Because we just completed 3 of them, right? So we have Surface Outpost, Explore Kerbin, Position, Satellite, and Moon Orbit. We could actually do the Moon Orbit ones if they're close-ish. We need a Science Junior. We need to have a Mystery Goo. Okay, cool. Oh, it's under the pad, chat. Yeah, science. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click on the contract, the administration building. You know what we also need to do, chat, is continue flying our DCX vehicle to get that certified, because I want to start flying Kerbals in it so we can get their experience level up. I think that'd be pretty solid to do as well. So we might take a break from launches and get into some DCX stuff. All right, so what do we have here? No, do a complex scan with a rover of the moon crater. What are you smoking, game? We've done one thing at the moon, and you're already like, yeah, let's land on the moon with a rover and go do science. Like, no. Do a complex scan. Why? Position satellite in the specific orbit of Kerbin. I could do that for days, chat. Recover a component, rescue. Matlin, what are you doing, bud? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Boop. Get a little bit more monies. And meanwhile, let us indeed update our flight log with a complete success. 3 birds and a world first with 1 stone. Sweet. Yeah, not bad. That was a pretty solid mission. Okay, let's move on to AHE. Almost high enough, mission number 3. We probably need like 10. That's probably the goal. We need 10 uncrewed flights before we can put Kerbals on there. Oh yeah, these are also flight tests, by the way. No, not you. Yeah, these. And you. Okay. Yep, so number 3. I need to change the date of this one, 6/03. That's fine. All right, and this is also going to be 6/03. Nice. Save it. We will be launching this one on day 185. Sweet. We'll get the time here momentarily. Okay. Go to the runway and let's check out the DCX. And so we need some grounds crew. So we'll have Mayor and we'll have Predominant. Yeah. Seems good. Go ahead and load it up. It'd be cool if in the event of failure mode, you had the DCX hover giving you time to parachute the the Kerbals out. Oh man. That seems so dangerous. Unfortunately, they can't get out, which is why we need this to be as safe as possible. Why? Because we're using fairings for the body of the vehicle, and because of that, there's no egress capability. Because everything's occluded, right? There's also, yeah, there's nothing, no place for them to egress out of. Unfortunate. So we're gonna drive this over to our pad here, chat. There we go. And start slowing down here as we approach. What happened to your Kerbal? Hey, it's a new save. You'll have to get another one here. What you want to be? Let me know how you want your Kerbal cooked, and I'll put you in here. I am in need of Kerbal, so by all means, let me know how you want your Kerbal cooked. What do you want your roll to be? All that jazz. And skeet. There we go. Brakes on. Unlock. Target extension. Put that down on the ground. Seems good. And rotates. Gear down. I know, right, Maverick? Truly. Did something new just come out? Okay. Break off. Bring it up. And undock. This may be a pilot. I don't care about the stupidity or courage. All right. Oh yeah, always expect issues. 100%. I love this. I'm so glad you like it. All right, we'll park the car over here. Hopefully they are far enough away. 200 meters seems good, right, Chad? Yeah, we could possibly go on 200 meters. That's totally fine. All right, let's go ahead and take you, fill you up. And oxidizer load complete. Starting liquid fuel top off. And liquid fuel load complete. All right, let's look at it, chat. This is going to be our DCX simple test. We want it to grab an altitude somewhere between 68 and 70. Actually bump this up to 69 giggity. Go ahead and save that. I think otherwise everything should be good. Yeah. Not that I'm aware. What was wrong when they scrubbed the other day anyways? Oh goodness, you know, I forgot. Yeah, I don't remember. Did they not say? Because I know that they had another valve issue. Believe it or not, it was apparently different from the original valve issue, but they recycled that valve in the pressure. I think it was a pressure tank again. They recycled the valve, and that actually caused a depress event, but the check valves caught it, kept that from going catastrophic. So that seemed great. And then, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, currently, at least, unless it hasn't been updated yet, Starliner is still set to go here on Wednesday, so fingers crossed, chat, right? Computer issues? Gotcha. Oh, that's, I think, what it was. Yes, you're right. Thank you. So yeah, from what I remember, I believe they had an incorrect software configuration loaded onto the Atlas. It was actually ULA and Atlas. So when the vehicle entered startup mode, the I think it was the Centaur launch controller was like, nope, I don't like it. This doesn't look good to me. I don't know what we're doing here. Stop it. And so they basically exited, and we were outside of we would have been outside of the launch window from there. Was it just slow to start up causing the abort? I thought it was an actually incorrect, I heard that it was an actually incorrect flight configuration, or like software configuration. At least I thought that's what it was. If that's not what it is, then fair enough, but I could have sworn that's what I had heard from, I don't remember. Don't remember. Yeah, kind of silly, kind of unfortunate. All right, chat, so were we ready? This is going to be almost high enough. Mission number 3 here, if I recall correctly, right? Almost high enough. 3. It's going to be launching day 85, and we'll call that 442. This is going to be another flight test. Yeah, please do, Wisp. That'd be awesome. Because then I have had incorrect information. I wonder if whomever made the mistakes will get a reprimand in their file or suspended. Probably not. I mean, best case scenario, you don't do that. Like, unless it was an egregious violation of already existing standard processes, that shouldn't be. Because usually these accidents that occur, right, these errors that occur are a great indicator that you need another check in that step of the process, right? And especially when dealing with software and all the different configurations of software and everything for the flight computer and everything, probably surprised it doesn't happen more, right? Like all the version control and everything that you need for that. So I hope not. I mean, maybe definitely like, you know, like, what did you do? We got to figure out what's wrong or how this happened, but not like a reprimand, hopefully. But anyways, chat, we're in our flight window. Let's go ahead and launch. Are we ready? Hit the green button. We are go for launch. Range is green. And we are go for music sequence start. And vehicles in startup. 3, 2, 1, engine ignition. You can imagine a large rack that is a big computer, where the functions of the computer as a controller are broken up separately into individual cards or printed wire circuit boards with their logic devices. They're all standalone, but together it's an integrated controller. Okay. The computer controlling the Atlas rocket countdown triggered an automatic hold. Yeah, I knew it was the computer glitch, but didn't boot up as quickly as anticipated. Interesting. So it didn't boot up as quickly as anticipated. Does that mean it was like a software configuration error, or just like a conservative? Probably not like an error so much, just because it was like too strict of constraints, perhaps. So it is kind of a software configuration issue, but not in the sense of like an error in the software, that sort of thing, right? All right, keep an eye on Apoapsis. We should be hitting a target here of roughly 70 kilometers. Yeah, exactly, RJ. Yeah, how dare you? How dare you take your time with lives at stake and all the criticality. Alrighty then. Looking good. stand by. We should be approaching our shutdown and coast period once we hit around 70 kilometers. And there we go, 73 kilometers, shutdown. All right, let's go ahead and coast on up. Okay, almost there. Almost up to Apo. So once we hit Apo, it should then pretty much enter a very brief hold, altitude hold, and then kick over into its belly flop descent configuration. There it goes, and kick over. All right, now we prepare for descent, chat. All right, so just to kind of give a brief overview of what this vehicle is doing now, we are calculating our distance to the pad, how fast we are moving away or towards the pad, and then commanding a pitch based on our velocity and our distance. So far, all systems are looking nominal. We're going to keep an eye on our pitch indicator here. Once this pitch indicator starts to get pretty close to its maximum, we'll turn on RCS. And then once again, we'll turn on the nose RCS to try and keep us as stable as possible on descent. But all systems looking good. They should have verified the correct file when they were loaded. Yeah, but it happens. And who knows why it happened, right? Like I said, it could have been an error in the standard operating procedures. And it's usually not one person, right? It's usually an entire team, or it would be a supervisor who was supposed to overlook the work of others, and they should have had supervisors overlook them, right? I mean, it's an entire chain of command, so it's definitely not one person. Typically it's not one person, right? But it would be like the supervisor's fault, technically speaking, if you will, because they were the last line of defense. All right, we're now moving towards the pad. We are 4 kilometers away, moving towards the pad at 60 kilometers per second. Or sorry, 100 meters per second now. Vehicle is trying to pitch attitude up, also trying to maintain stability because the aerodynamics are pretty strong. There we go, pitching up, trying to regulate our velocity. We're gonna probably overshoot a little bit here. That's okay though. That is to be expected. Vehicle is circling the pad, trying to maintain alignment. There we go, looking good. Stand by. And now kick over into landing mode. There we go. And hover slam. And constant rate of descent, 5 meters per second. Landing gear deploy. And touchdown. There we go, chat. Do I get a Dr. Pepper? Why? Why would you get a Dr. Pepper? So how far did we end up landing? 473, almost 500 meters from the pad. That's our desired landing point. For PID controls, not bad. kept us stable, kept us near, and we didn't crash into anybody, so that's positive. So now what we can do, chat, if it will allow me. Oh, it does. Awesome. Perfect. Now we can use the recovery vehicle, go pick it up, and bring it back to the pad and launch it again. Yeah, not bad, right? And what I could probably even do is, because it's pretty darn fast to react, I could actually even probably drop the altitude gate for entering our vertical descent to give it a little bit more time to get back towards the pad. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Skirt. All right, there we go. Wait for that to come down. Bring this down now to right around there. Get it lined up. Tease it. And contact. Got my legs to work. They don't really have a lot of clearance, but I'm going to shift the engines and it should be fine. Good. There you go. All right, let's bring this down a little bit here. Perfect. Let's see. I can target this up. There we go. Pretty close. Now I should be able to bring it up. There we go. Perfect. Raise ourselves up here and rolls back. And landing gear up. Gotta cowl those hinges and stuff. Yeah, it'd probably be fine. I kind of like the manual control though, because the approach is always a little different. But you're right, I could definitely like have a cowl controller just to automate the drop and stuff like that for sure, and the ascent for sure. 100%, you're right. Improvements. Okay, and we're good. Not bad. Hey, what's up, Hexdecimal? Yeah, so this is technically the DCX. I tried to make it as close to the DCX as possible. McDonnell Douglas DCX. Let's see, this guy. Yeah, this guy. So this was a very real, really awesome suborbital test vehicle that was designed to test the guidance, navigation, and control of what would be in the future supposed to be an SSTO. So there it is, kind of that prism style of body design. Automate the recovery with KRPC. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't know how to. I mean, we could certainly try to do that for sure. I definitely wouldn't know how to. You remember that? Heck yeah! See, isn't this awesome? So this vehicle, kind of like what we did, is going to kick over into a belly flop looking maneuver. It's of course not actually belly flopping. It's just kicking over to land at a different desired landing pad location. So wait for it. It is now entering hover, and then you'll see it basically maneuver and start translating over to a new pad. With the DC-10, yes, which is very different. Up there it goes, kicking over. Now it is flying. It is belly flopping down back to the surface, but now it's going to kick over into landing configuration. Yeah, nice and easy. One that would have the propellers. Oh, are you talking about the yeah, the Rotron? Oh goodness, what is that vehicle called? It's something like that. It's something like Rotron or something like that. The Rotor Rocket, that's it. Is it actually called the Rotor Rocket? I know, is that actually what it's called, or is that your terminology for it? Yeah, it is. It's a very, yeah, interesting, like, prismatic shape for sure. Yep, and it's falling a long way, chat, in that landing configuration. What's great about this vehicle is it uses the RL10. It uses 4 RL10 engines. If you don't know what the RL10 engine is, it's the fantastic engines that are on Atlas V, the Centaur, as well as the Centaur 2 upper stage. And there you go. Easy peasy, chat. Yeah, the rotary rocket, exactly. Yeah, the rotary rocket should work in KSP, sure. Yeah, this guy. See? How crazy is this thing, chat? How crazy is this thing? You gotta love the potato quality from like the 1990s. So if you guys don't know about this, it literally uses rocket engines on the ends of the blades to spin them. There's no engine in this. It's a rocket. Is it this one? There's more. Yeah, here we go. Here's the actual flight. Look at this thing go, chat. It's so weird. That's out in Mojave Air and Spaceport, by the way. They actually have this vehicle stationed at the entrance to the Air and Spaceport. Oh, it's the Roton. See? I said Rotron, but it's called the Roton. Yeah, indeed. Yep, see? Look at this. Roton, ATV. Test Flight 3. Gotta love the mirror so you can check to make sure your stuff is spinning. Yeah, see? Did you see the smoke coming out of the rotors on startup? See, watch this. See it? See that, chat? Test pilots are a different breed. Truly. They truly are. Oh, it's so cool, man. Look at the exhaust coming off of it. You don't remember videos from the 90s being that bad? Fair enough. I think the Roton was the 90s though, but yeah. How crazy is that? Why do they waste the money on this? Because think about it. How great would it be to be able to use the same fuel that you would have for a normal rocket engine, but to rotate a propeller that could get you up into the higher atmospheres without having to burn in the lower atmospheres? That was the idea, if I remember correctly, at least. It was like, okay, well, we have this rocket, right, which is RP1 and liquid oxygen. Let's just say that, right? So instead of having the mass of a, you know, turbo jet essentially to spin the turbine for the propeller to raise us into the higher atmosphere, why don't we just use the already existing rocket fuel that we have on board to spin little rockets to spin the blades to get us up into the upper atmosphere, and then once we get into the upper atmosphere we can then engage our actual rocket engine. Like I said, that was kind of like the concept, if I recall correctly. Look at that thing go though. So weird. How weird is that? Exactly based. Oh, you have your that was a person, right? Tease it, tease it, tease it. And down. Yep, use the atmosphere in your favor. Exactly right. But yeah, pretty crazy, right? Thing is definitely definitely special. All right, let's get this thing back up on the pad and see if we can't go for another flight test here. Ah, here we go. Skirt. And Flight Sim 98, heck yeah. That's pretty awesome. That's certainly an idea. You're right, it is. What have you come up with, Joe? Please don't. Please don't. Okay. There we go. We're fine. This is fine. It seems sketchy, to say the least. We're fine. All right, we're good. I feel very old. Oh no. I too would come up with the rotary rocket. Really? I'm flattered that you think I'm that genius. All right. Ooh, you know what? We could probably build the. Wait, do they have propellers? I think they have propellers, right? But I think they're more like props for like a plane, though. But what'd be interesting is we could probably do some kind of style of Roton rocket in Flyout, which would be kind of interesting. Why are you spinning? Stop it. Let's stop it. What? What are you doing? Oh, we have popped wheels. Of course we do. So they're causing ghost forces. Awesome. How great is that, chat? We love that. Yeah, just torque that. That's great. Love every second of this. That's probably good, right, chat? That's got to be good for the yep. It's got to be great for it. Oh, that does not look good for it. Ah, these wheels suck. These wheels are horrible. All right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get this down as fast as possible, preferably. That was probably good for that too. Awesome. Ooh. Yikes. Those wheels do suck, I know, right? You know what? Let's just take it off ramp here, chat. Get some air. Woo! Oh, yeah, that was good. So satisfying. All right, perfect. And here we go, bringing it back. And let's go ahead and start our fill and drain. As long as it's in the circle, that's true. Yes, indeed. Ideally for landing too, but we'll get to that at some point. We'll definitely continue working on this. Try and get it as accurate as possible. This is very doable. Very doable. We haven't optimized anything, of course. All right, chat. Let's run it back, shall we? And without changing anything, this is going to be a test for reusability or for repeatability, I guess. Yeah, complete success. Landed 476 meters away from landing zone. We did not hit our tertiary target, but we got the other two back, of course. Okay, that seems good. This one is going to be a very quick recycle, kind of like what Mass and Space Systems did with their zombie vehicle, testing very rapid suborbital flights. So this is also going to be on day 185 at 5:04. We'll call this 06, or we'll call it 05. 00 flight test TP1. This is going to be before. Notes, testing rapid turnaround after AEH3. Yep, perfect. Save it. And we are go for our next launch music here. That one. Where was the one that I was just looking for? This one. All right, here we go, chat. And we are go for vehicle startup. And in 3, 2, 1. Vehicles away. All right, it's up. Testing rapid turnaround time. Why did it roll directly off the pad? Because I have it set to go to a heading at 90 degrees, right? Kind of in this direction to go away from the pad. And because of that, I also have roll set to 180 degrees. So roll is defined based on your heading. That's why. Like I could just have roll set to the original roll, but I have it set so I can always keep the same orientation. So it does a roll program off the pad. Can't that cause it to flip? No, not that I know of. Also, we might as well retract now. Probably not great that those were employed the whole time. So be it. All right, we are looking good. Should be aiming for around 73 kilometer shutdown again. But engines are good. Yeah, they are. I mean, I use them because mainly of the form factor. They just look correct for this vehicle for the rocket engine size of the nozzle. But yeah, they have great thrust and all that. There we go, 72.6 shutdown. They are quite good. All right, let's go ahead and time warp up to Apo. On your Neutron? Yeah, I can see them being good for that for sure. A 5 meter? All right. Call it the Gravitron. And there's Apo. Now we should be falling back a little bit. Exiting hold, RCS on, and we should be getting back into our descent configuration. Belly flop maneuver. Oh, nice. We actually went a little bit south of the pad this time. All right, and now we are tracking our linear distance in the horizontal plane to the pad. Our horizontal velocity, negative meaning that we're moving away from the pad at 17 meters per second and opening or closing. And we are now pitching negative 26 degrees pitch down in order to try and start gaining some horizontal velocity towards the pad. So it should be good. Reduce our horizontal velocity away. All right, I think we should be back. I paused it mid-flight for y'all, chat, so y'all hopefully wouldn't miss anything. Yeah, sorry about that. Seems things are just being twitchy at the moment. It's back now? Good. Good. Okay, well, let's get back to it, chat. So we are in free fall, traveling now towards the pad. We're 2.5 kilometers away. Pitch indicator starting to encroach on our maximum pitch authority. Let's get back to it. Go ahead and turn on RCS. Looking good. Getting there. Tease it, chat. There we go. Okay. It'll wig out here for a second, but it should stabilize. And there we go. Aligning ourselves back to the pad. There we go. Okay, not bad. And about to enter our pitch over. There it is. Entering landing configuration. Stabilizing. And engines on. There it goes. Hover slam. We're gonna be in the tree. And 5 meters per second constant rate of descent. And touchdown. All right, that's 2 under our belt. I guess I can watch. Well, welcome back, RJ. I'm glad you can stick around. Indeed. I don't know what that was. That was odd. I don't know if okay. Well, anyways, chat. Not too shabby once again. All right. Is this broken? No, we're still okay. Let's go ahead and pick it up and then we'll recover. And that's 2 more flights of DCX under our belt. Pretty happy. Like I said, I think 10 seems like a good number for certification before we put crew on board, but we'll decide on that here in the near future. I love crew member name here and crew member name here too. Oh, yeah, we didn't need that part. I swear, chat, we did not need that part. Shouldn't it be TCR or DCI too? Indeed, maybe it should. He's gonna kill Kerbal eventually. That's the spirit. Thanks for that vote of confidence. I appreciate it. How you doing, by the way, Hellfish? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so that's 2 flights. Both of them 400 meters away from the pad. Not bad. I might even be able to push us a little bit farther, and like I said, we can even perhaps give us a little bit of extra time to make sure we have enough maneuverability to get even closer. There we go. So let's go ahead and angle this down a few degrees, like that. Pick this up. And dock. Perfect. Brakes on. Bring this down. Hmm. All right. Should be back. What part did we end up losing? Oh, it was just the straight wheel off of that, I think. We might as well just try and do it again, chat. Let's ramp. Let's get some air here. Oh, there is a terrain seam there, chat. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. There is definitely a terrain seam there. Yep, 100%. Ask me how I know. So can I go sideways up it? Nope, nope. That is impassable. Apparently. Apparently, with only one front tire, can't go up that. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Indeed. Thanks for the follow. Can I go up this side? Ooh, there we go. Oh, that was bad. That could be bad. That could be bad. Save it. Save it. Come on. There we go. Save, chat. Saved. Yeah, there we go. No problem. Easy peasy, chat. Let's get back onto the road here. Oh, we lost another tire. That's good. That's why we have so many. Kappa. This side is pretty flawless. Other than that, the side not doing so good. There we go. Oh, that is a edge of the runway. Let's go ahead and stop. There we go. There we go, chat. Easy peasy. Huh. If only we had engineers that have flown on the DCX so we can actually repair the wheels. That'd be most excellent, right? A touch wider, yeah, it's a standardized truck chassis and we kind of retrofit it to work with this, so it's all supposed to have not these wheels, but we don't have the medium-sized wheels unlocked because for whatever reason in the stock tech tree, the medium wheels are like the very last thing you can possibly get for the Rover, so that's nice. Yeah, let's just go ahead and recover now that we're here, close to KSC. Let's plan our next mission. So our next mission is definitely going to be probably the moon mission. We have a couple of missions to go out to the moon. One is I think it's 2 satellites in a particular orbit around the moon is what we have to do. So that could be a pretty good payout. All right, let's actually go ahead and view that in the tracking station. What does that orbit look like? It'll be actually our first lunar mission. Oh, and we have this one. We have this one, and then we have the one at the moon. We have 2 of them at the moon, both going the same way, so that's good. So if we have enough Delta V, one of them has to have a Science Junior. Yeah, I don't know how much Delta V we're going to have with this. We might be okay. But it is something to think about. You know what? We could actually use the The MPU, the modular propulsion unit, probably. Oh, well, actually, no, we could. I can see what part we don't actually have, and we can pay for it. Speaking of which, I actually have to pay, I think it was $200,000, 200,000 Kerbucks for the 2 vehicles that we used. So let me actually go ahead and do that, because I forgot to subtract that from our funding here for our last mission, because per our rules, if we're going to use a vehicle from a previous, developed in a previous save, it's going to be 3 times the cost, or the nearest 100,000. So we did 2, that's 200,000 because they weren't expensive. Okay. So yeah, we have 2 lunar missions here. We could do an MPU. I don't know, are they in a similar orbit? Ooh, they are not really in a similar orbit. You know what, let's just do one at a time. I think that'll be fine. They don't have the parts unlocked, I know, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna do this in 2 missions here. Also, why? Oh, did I forget to rename you? Yeah, this should be Navsat 1. Let me go ahead and do that. And then we'll go back to the Space Center and get another vehicle out. Rename vessel, so there's going to be Nav Sat 1. Oh, is it here? Configure. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, perfect. Back to the Space Center. That's all I wanted to do. So we organize that a little bit. Alrighty, come on. KSP starting to slow down a little bit. There we go. So back to the space plane hangar. So we're gonna do this one at a time. And because I don't exactly know how performant our first stage is gonna be able to be, I think after shutdown we had around 1300 meters per second with our last mission, which isn't bad. I mean, it's certainly enough to get us out there, but I don't know how much we're going to actually need to like circularize and stuff like that. So I'd like to have like something like the MPU. So let's see if we can't find that here. So if we go to I2 Orbital, I think is where we built it. We'll pay another 100,000 for it. There it is, MPU extended, load. It's missing the grippers. Okay, so we have some grippers here somewhere. Somewhere we have some gripper pads. Aha. They are right there. And why exactly? Why are they there? Oh, to act as the structure for that son of a gun, chat. Well, you know what? We can take it off of the Kydra side, I guess. It won't be quite as pretty. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, we could just do it as is, I think, right now. Let's see, what can I use? Do I have anything similar that would be useful? Ah, yes, perfect. This. That is the way, chat. I don't think I have anything else as good as the gripper pad that's like that tiny. Unless we just use the alligator hinge that it's already on. Okay. So yeah, let's take that off. I hate how the gripper pads, the tiny ones, are actually inaccessible. Kinda messed up. I know, right? It's all good. It happens. I just do this. I feel like that's too big. I only want 3, which is kind of a bummer. Oh. Oh my. I like that, but that is too big. We could go this route as well. gosh, what do I want, chat? How big are these things? Oh, I forgot we had this in the game. Oh, we have that as well. They're kind of big, right? Like they're kind of huge. They're kind of like way too big. That's too big. Okay. Because we also have this 3x2, but I think, yeah, it's not exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, not bad. Eccentricity is between 0 and infinity. Yeah. Although I don't know what an infinite eccentricity is, because it goes 0, right, is circular, up to 1, which is a parabola, and anything greater than 1 is a hyperbole. But I don't know what an infinite eccentricity of the hyperbole is. All right, let's see. Let's get the small ones out. Let's get these on absolute. Did I only have 2 of them on here? Wait. No, it didn't. It was just, yeah, okay, we're fine. Okay, looking all right. There we go. Not centered. There we go. That should be pretty darn close. There we go. All of this for want of a gripper pad, chat. Kind of unbelievable. There we go. Yeah, it's not quite as nice, but I think it's good enough. Okay. Go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and pay for it. All right. It's not nice, RJ. It's not nice. Okie dokie. Wait, where's the Hello? Aha! There we go. That's better. Okay. So yes, this should have, gosh, how much Delta V does it have? It's not going to tell me. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to new, and then let's also figure out what satellite we want to launch. You like? Indeed, not bad, right? Not too shabby. We have the Silda module. Ooh, ooh, this might be good. The Minmer. What does it not have? Gripper pads, right. Oh, it's because of the MPU. So yeah, I just want this here. Because I need a Science Junior, don't I? Have a Science Junior on the satellite. Going to this specific orbit. Research Development Department. Okay. We need Research Development Department. What does that look like? R&D, there it is. And then for this one, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Get rid of that. Sweet. Here we go. Take you off, save you, and now load up the MPU. Yeah, load up the MPU. And hey, what's up, Brayson? How are you? Load up the MPU that we just saved here. Yep. Perfect. Load up and merge the other craft file in Minmer. Make this the root. Here we go. Yes, very nice. And we'll get 4x symmetry going. Seems good to me. Save it, and let's load it into our launch vehicle, and let's get another one going, yeah? Switch editor. Load. Flight ready. So this one's going straight to the moon, chat. Straight to the moon, Alice. Pick you, get rid of you. Load, don't save yet. Go into SPH. Grab our MPU, merge. Perfect. We're doing it, chat. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Is that actually working as I want it to? I think it is. Yes, it is. Perfect. There we go. And there we go. All right. Save, chat. Save. Yep, R&D flag, R&D flag. There it is. Cool. All right, this is going to the moon. Make sure staging is correct. That looks good. That looks good. Wait, which one are you? What is this? Okay, that's definitely not right. Aha. I knew it. Yeah, that one's incorrect, chat. There we go. So that is which one? So that's that decoupler. Okay, so that should also go last. Yep, that should probably go here. Second stage. That should go up. And another one up. That I think is fine. Okay. Let's get our flight log up and running. Copy and paste from here. Perfect. MI6 chat. And we'll be launching on whatever day that is, probably day 186. At some time. Operational mission. This is going to be Lunar Exploration Mission number 1. Let's actually take you, delete, put you here. Actually, you as well need to delete. Alphabetical order, chat. It's key. And then we want the MEM, which is going to be the Lunar Exploration Mission. Okay, seems good. We have MEM1. Oh, that's the launch site. Yeah, stop that. Go here. MEM1 with what did I call it? The MPU extended. Launch site is going to be LP1, launch pad 1, crew nothing. Cost is only going to be 73,000. And then 728. Get rid of these. Those are not necessary. Get rid of this, get rid of that. And the desired orbit around moon or contract. There we go. And that contract specification is right there. We need to go into 2,642 kilometers by 1,416 kilometers, with an inclination of 2.4 degrees and an argument of periapsis of 17.8 degrees. And we'll also do a RAN of 287.9 degrees. Okay, there we go, chat. Looking good. I just need to update the payload mass. So let's go ahead and save that. So we're at 127.19. 127.19 minus, taking off this, gonna be 123 even, gonna be 4.19 metric tons. Good. .19 metric tons. Okay, I think we're good to go, chat. Let's go ahead and put it out on the pad. Last check for staging. Very nice. Okay. Launch. So this one's going to the moon. So let's load up our required guidance, navigation, and control for this vehicle. I'm going to probably try and go kind of high on the upper stage. So let's go like 150. That's kind of what seemed to happen last time, so we'll do that. I need to check the payload liquid fuel here. I always forget to do that, chat. Okay. Go ahead and aim camera. I just need to figure out how much fuel is in the upper stage here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 9.9. And then plus 27. That should be... Is there another little guy up in here? Don't think so. Does not appear to be. Okay. And then this guy has 2 baguettes, it looks like. And nothing else, question mark? Yep, and nothing else. Okay, and 2 baguettes. 24.3 times 2. And there we go. That should hopefully do it. All right, time of flight here. We're gonna wait till day 186 because we can. There we go. We'll have a little bit of a afternoon launch here. The date 1860032. We'll call this 34. And we'll be good to go, chat. I think we're good. I think we are good. Last check. All systems nominal. Let's make sure here we don't have anything that we might switch to. Pretty sure we're good. Sweet. All systems nominal. And we are good for launch, chat. Vehicles in startup. A slight hold here. We're going to update the software configuration on the pad for a quick turnaround. All right, recycle complete. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, engine ignition, outboard engine ignition, and pad separation. And go for roll program. Roll program complete. And start pitch over maneuver. Vehicle is pitching over. All right, we're on our way, chat. Vehicle is now throttling back in preparation for max Q. Pretty slick. Now it seems to be in both ears. Is that right, chat? I mean, I feel like it's dominating in the right ear, but I do hear it in both ears. I have no idea what's going on with KSP. Yeah, I can definitely hear it in the left ear now. It was definitely fully like 100% in the right ear before. But it's still not. Oh, there it goes, chat. There it goes. Oh, that's so weird. All right, vehicle's pitching down range. All systems looking good. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's just because I clicked out of the screen. and stand by for Miko. We have quite the high apoapsis, don't we? Yep. And shutdown. Second stage separation. Second stage ignition. Uh-oh. We have a fairing anomaly. This is fine. Although I don't know exactly why it's doing that. Is it really the fairing that's messing it up that much? It could be. Well, how odd is that, chat? The fairing's messing up the controls. We're gonna do a emergency shutdown. And there we go. That was super strange. Okay, well, it's not like we needed a lot of Delta V for this mission, right? How unfortunate. I'd like to keep around 150 if possible. We'll kind of pitch down a little bit to regulate. Yeah, that was weird. The fairings need to fix that. The fairing still doesn't want to separate cleanly, even though we give it a lot of room, but oh well. Apparently not enough. Looking good though. Right now we're just trying to achieve orbit into a stable parking orbit, and it looks like we're gonna have a lot of Delta V actually in the upper stage here. So that's good. Enough to kick us out to the moon, and probably do even lunar insertion, so that should be fine. That's good enough. Good enough for government work, chat. Plus 40? What are you doing? I had no idea that number could go up so high. There it goes, and it's not using this? No, it's not using that. Good. Huh. Well, there you go, chat. Yeah, they should not have been set to that high of a priority. All right, cool. Not bad. So let's go ahead and figure out where we are in relation to the moon. Oh, it's that inclined orbit. Okay, set target. So we're almost up to the point. Actually, no, we're... Oh, yep, now's the time, chat. We're just gonna go ahead and start burning. We're not even gonna set up a maneuver node. Don't worry about it. Yep, don't even worry about it, chat. Just keep an eye on the ball. That's our target. That's where we want to go. The moon. We should get an intercept here. There it is. Focus view. So we actually need to go into a retrograde. Let's do that with a little RCS control. We'll even get a free return trajectory out of this to some degree, unless the game freezes. Hello, KSP. I don't want to click it. Okay, okay, there we go. Whew. Crisis averted. All right, let's actually look at the contract. There's this guy, right? So 672. Oh, it's this one. Okay, so it is the larger one. Something like that. Okay, and then we'll capture, do our inclination change. Finish my upper stage for the rocket I showed earlier. Ooh, that actually looks really clean, yeah. Gives me Centaur vibes, I like it. Alright, actually no, it gives me Falcon 9 upper stage, for sure. Alright, there we go, chat. That's our insertion. And then we need to do our capture. We have 389. Let's go periapsis add. What's our capture going to look like? $375. Oh my goodness, we are actually not going to have enough. So, you know what that means, chat? We're actually going to separate here and do the rest of this mission with the MPU, and we're going to put this on an impact trajectory. How would I write in code when eccentricity is lowest, shut down engines? Because currently every launch I do has a slightly different lowest eccentricity. I mean, are you just trying to make it circular? Because it kind of depends, right? You would have to have a check for when your periapsis is above the Kármán line. Well, actually, I don't know. That might not actually be true, because you should start off at a really high eccentricity, right? And then you should go to 0 and then start getting into a higher eccentricity again, right? Essentially is how that should work. So yeah, you would just need to establish a cutoff, I suppose. Like burn at some point, burn, or like when vertical velocity or whatever reaches 0, which means you're at your apoapsis, ideally your desired apoapsis, then continue burning and then check your eccentricity if it's, you know, between 0.01. Well, no, yeah, if it's around 0.01, if it's less than 0.01, then shut down, that sort of thing. I think that could work. All right. Yep, those are all fine. Okay, that is solid. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is decouple. Very nice. And then this, we're actually going to burn a little bit retrograde, I think, to try and establish ourselves. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the maneuver node now. That's fine though. See if we can't bring this back in on a impact trajectory. There we go. That seems good. So you have to be careful about that, right, Sea Kraken, because I'd actually have to see how it calculates it in game, but if you're suborbital, I believe your eccentricity is going to be really high. Right, because if you like look at a suborbital vehicle, right, you have a really, really high eccentricity, technically speaking, right? So I think you'd have to be careful about just doing it when it's higher, or like just doing that comparison. I would say like if it's less than 0.05, then shut down, or you know, however close you want it to be. Yeah. All right, that seems pretty good, pretty close. So we should be here. I need to first deploy. There we go. Yep, first deploy that. And then set up another maneuver node to capture. And bring that periapsis within reason to that target periapsis. There's our capture. We have 595 as it currently stands, so the MPU should be able to do the job here. Okay. And let's go ahead and time warp. It's going to be a 1 minute burn. For 5 hours, understandable. Understandable. Definitely use a break then. Are we changing sphere of influence? Is that why it's stopping? Or are we actually okay, yeah, we just changed the sphere of influence. All right, oh, there's our upper stage. Upper stage is on track. Tracking target. All right, let's get ready for the maneuver. There we go, looking good. And boop. All right, there we go, chat. Should be ready to roll. Let me actually make sure I'm controlling from the right point. Do I have something that I want to be controlling from? Wait, which way? I need to go retrograde. There we go. We're good. Perfect. Oh, it's actually 714. Heck yeah. We have plenty then. I don't know how all of the things got messed up. Kind of interesting. Do KRPC scripts work for vessels out of range? Like if I want a rover to drive from one settlement to the other? No, unfortunately not. Nope, can't do that because the game isn't tracking that system. All right, stand by. Perfect, drop tank is away. And shut down. So where are we at? All right, got a little bit more to burn here, I think, but for the most part, actually no, we don't actually have to burn. I do need to burn radial though, that's for sure. So we're almost at the ascending node requirement. Let's take our ascending node value here and move it up like so. Then at the same time, I need to do something like this. Have our periapsis match. I need my apoapsis to be there. Drop my periapsis down. Like right about there. Solid. And then I might just have to do an apoapsis raising maneuver, and then if that's the case, no biggie. Easy enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and rotate around again for this next control point. Next maneuver, rather. Alrighty then. Looking good and locked in. Cool. So we got another 15 minutes here for this next maneuver, and we'll see if we can't complete everything with this, but possibly not. This will be our inclination change. Also our right ascension of the ascending node change. All right, let's see what we can do here. There's 0. Bring our periapsis around, lining it up. Pretty good there. All right, so it seems like we just need to go down to periapsis and raise our apoapsis. Cool. MPU is doing work. Yeah, you should be able to see Kraken. It's certainly going to be involved, right? But yeah, you should be able to do that. I don't know how easy it would be to do that, but it should be very doable. You might have to get into like path planning and all that sort of stuff, and you'll have to manually probably input like W, because I don't know if I know KRPC can input a W for like forward and stuff, so you might have to just do it like that. There's a way though. I'm pretty sure there's a way. There we go. Target orbit achieved. Maintain stability. And contract complete. Awesome. Easy peasy. My name isn't Will, but there is a way. That is true. Fair enough. Good to know, RJ. And decouple sat. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. 630? Yeah, I know, right? Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, we have a mystery goo. Might as well. Cool. 122 science. We're at 5.6 mil. Heck yes. Okay. Not bad, chat. Let's go ahead and see if we can't take our MPU here and deorbit. We have 862, so that should be more than enough. There we go. MEM1. It's gonna be relay accept. Perfect. Hey, what's up, Thomas? How are you? If you look at the mystery goo texture closely. How closely? How closely? Too bad things went south and we choked this year. Yep. All right, not bad. And we have 1,000 meters per second of Delta V in this satellite, so we could actually use it to, actually, yeah, we could probably just use it to go ahead to this other one and complete that mission as well. Right? Because, wait, do I have everything on board? I don't think I do. I need a magnetometer boom, which I don't have. So never mind. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and go to the Space Center. Need to be Starliner Day already? I know, right? Starliner, take 3. Or, well, technically speaking, depending on how far you're tracking it, it's like take 12. All right, not bad. Let's see, mission control, conduct atmosphere, do a complex. We haven't gotten anyone new yet. Rescue, stack, separated, splash down a curve and test it. No. Position satellite in specific orbit of the moon. Let's do another one for another great payout. Heck yes. We are moving up so that way we can get a better launch pad, better research facility, definitely a better research facility. That's kind of like the next thing for sure. But we are looking good, chat. Okay. I like it, chat. But that is unfortunately gonna have to do it for me. Take 154, yes. Definitely take 154. But I gotta head out, chat. It's been great streaming. Unfortunately, the internet issues have proven difficult, but we'll get through them, chat. Let's see, Seacrack, what you got? This is what you will see if you look hard enough. But what is it, though? I mean, I saw that a little bit, but like, does it show anything really, or is it just you can just kind of see a little texture of like what might be some gelatinous stuff? But yeah, cool. All right, chat, we'll have a wonderful rest of your evening, a good morning wherever you may be, but I have to head out. Got work early in the morning, chat. So yeah, we will probably be back here Wednesday. I'm still working out a little bit of a work schedule thing on Wednesday. So if I'm not here on Wednesday, we'll be here on Friday, and you'll probably catch me as well doing a launch here and there, because we have some pretty great launches coming up, chat. We have Starliner, we have Electron Pre-Fire, we have IFT, or flight test number 4 from SpaceX. Starship is launching, ideally on Thursday. Yeah. So we have a lot, chat. We have a lot. You might, even if I don't stream regular time on Wednesday, you'll probably see me streaming at least one of the launches. So hope to see you guys around. Much love for kicking it with y'all, and have a good Tuesday if I don't see you. Laters.